Hi, Gaitley Stevenson-Mathews, Glen Cove City Councilman and candidate for re-election here in the great city of Glen Cove. There are a few things that I wanted to highlight as we enter the Democratic primary, things that I'm proud of. I'm proud of my record of fiscal responsibility. I'm proud of my record of fighting for the people of Glen Cove. In fact, I hope you'll make a point to go to my website where I not only highlight where I stand on the issues, but I also note my voting record. And I'm also proud of not only fighting for the people of Glen Cove, and from my vantage point, that is the baseline that all council members should be doing, but also for working to find a way to work together and work with everyone and work together with whoever is around the table. Sometimes, unfortunately, elected officials or candidates can fall into a mantra of, I'm the only one, there's only one person working for you. I feel like it's killing us in Washington. I feel like it's polarizing us on the national level. And I so believe that we can do better and must do better here in the city of Glen Cove. And so if a candidate or an elected official falls into a mantra, and it can happen of I'm the only one, and I think especially for a city council member, which in serving on the council is about, yes, fighting the hard fight, but it's also about constantly trying to find common ground so you can do the right thing and move things forward for the people of Glen Cove. And so if someone falls into that mantra, quite frankly, any candidate who has that message, I would be wary about supporting. I would support people who are not only going to fight hard, but also are going to make a point to try and work together and do right by the people of Glen Cove. The fourth thing that I'm proud of, and that is my record of always, every day, working to put the best interest of the people of Glen Cove ahead of my own. It can't be about any personal thing. It can't be about your own agenda or any of those things. I feel like everything changes from the moment that you decide to be a public servant. From that point forward, your job is to not focus on your own things and not push those own personal agenda things or any of those, but rather to make sure that you put the people of Glen Cove first and to put their best interest ahead of your own. And I am proud of my record on that. So with all of that shared, I just wanted to remind everyone, please make sure you get to the polls. It's easier to vote than ever. Of course, the Democratic primary is on June 22nd. Early voting begins on June 12th. That's a Saturday, and it goes through June 20th. And here's the thing. If you choose to wait and vote on June 22nd, primary day, you will vote at your typical polling location. Please check with the Board of Elections on that. But if you choose to do that early voting, that you can do at City Hall right here in Glen Cove. So please make sure you get down there. If you can, make sure you vote early, but just make sure you vote. And the last thing I wanted to bring up, and that is, yes, I need you to vote for me, and I hope you will vote for me. In fact, my name will be the very last name at the end of the row. I think the Friends of Gaitley, the slogan they've come up with is something like, Gaitley's name may be at the end of the ballot, but he always puts Glen Cove first. So whether you use the slogan to remind you where it is, or you just look for my name at the end of the ballot, I hope you will find it, and I hope you will vote for me so I can continue to work for you. But also, as you choose candidates to vote for, I'd like to encourage you to ask this of yourself as it relates to the candidate. Is the candidate I'm voting for someone who is not only going to fight for me, but is also willing to work with others to make decisions that are in the best interest of residents? Let me say again, to make decisions that are in the best interest of the residents of Glen Cove. I feel like that is so incredibly important. I have a strong background in administration. I have a proven record of leadership, and I know how to stand up and be your independent voice when it's time to make the hard decisions. I need your vote. Please help me continue to fight and work for you. As my Granny Annie would say, she's right back here. Make sure you get to the polls. And most importantly, it's important that you vote. I'm Gaitley Stevenson-Mathews. I created this message, and I approve this message. Thank you so very much.